I always have anxiety when I dash into a horde, because the game could just make me dash inside of the horde. That will never not be frustrating. Brother? There we go. Ooh. How was that not a headshot? Okay, this gunner needs to be executed. I'm so bad at this game. Another thing that I think is costing them a lot of money, ironically, is their FOMO shop. Because they don't have a sizable enough player base that they can get away with, like, oh, you're gonna get like a week to buy this epic skin, and then returning players don't get to have it. You know? Like, that works if you're something like Fortnite, because you can actually incentivize players enough to do it. But if you're a small player base, like, just have all the cosmetics always be available so people can buy them at any time. Like, do you know the amount of times I've had people tell me, how did you get that cosmetic? And the answer is, well, you can't get it anymore. Better wait. Like, dude, there is a cosmetic that I want to buy right now, and I can't. Like, I would buy the... I would absolutely buy the eye patch for Auric, but I can't. It's not there. Like, it's not good business, you know? Shit. Oh. Are you glad? Vermintide 2 taught me that word, dude. Still don't know what a scunner is, but one day I'll learn. Oh no. Oh, there was just a giant man behind me. Of course. You guys heard him, didn't you? Oh. Settle down with those kicks, my man. Or women, rather. Yeah, V2 was better. Like, V2 was a permanent shop. And you could buy stuff with money directly, so you didn't have to, like, spend extra over what you wanted to do the currency conversion. I don't know. Maybe they had really bad earnings reports from, like how much they made with the cosmetic skins in, I mean, with the skins in Vermintide 2, but like, if you don't have a giga player base, like, it's not gonna make, you know, you're not gonna work miracles. Yeah. I think in general, like, the bit of a cosmetic bitch sesh happening right now, but it does matter for, like, you know, giving players stuff to do, and it's a Warhammer game. I want to make my dude look cool. Really wish they didn't tie models to skins. Like, I wish the model and, like, the color were, like, separate things. The DRG system works really well. I don't know. Maybe next game. Bonk. Too old to play Darktide too. You don't got the reflexes anymore. It's gonna be the perfect game, bro. Just hold on. It would just be so much cooler to have cool things. Tank that like a man. He did not care about that knife. You say that, Dorn, you'll bite. You know you'll bite. We're all the same. We're all prisoners here. The more things change, the more they stay the same. You guys remember how mind-blown we were by this biome the first time we saw it? That's one of the things that never really stops, like the sense of being at 40k in this game. Like the Barros Bridge will never not be cool as hell. That's one thing they'll never take away from us. Calls this map Bloodborne? Jesus Christ.
That's heresy, actually. What, that's Gallop?
And it's one of those things, you know, like, you could always say, oh, but it's all cosmetic, like, it's all optional, right? And it's like, that's true, but think of how much better the experience would be if they handled that aspect of the game better. It's just a big wasted opportunity for them, more than anything. Plus, if you look at, like, one of the most popular mods, I'm pretty sure is For the Drip. So there's clearly, like, an interest from the player base to make their dudes look cool. We should make Fat Shark Thin Shark. Put him on a diet. Beat Ice, Agathar, Beat Ice.
This event can actually be really tight with just 2 players. Now then, this Moebian 21st. Come out! Come out!
Dude, I love the Drag Bomber so much. I wonder why he wasn't there at launch. Like, he can't have been that hard to make. He's basically a Globadier, but Drag. Plus, I think his model was in the game. But he is. You know, better late than never in that case. I'm really happy he's here.
Come heal.
Whoa! You're gonna want to settle down. Jesus. I guess Carkers really are dug in. Box gas was the problem? Was it? Can't be that difficult to just make the box gas. I don't know. Priorities elsewhere, most likely. Maybe making new enemies just was super low on the priorities. Yeah, to spend so much time like trying to put out trash fires. Secret technique, mash pushing while carrying the thing. I always have anxiety when I dash into a horde, because the game could just make me dash inside of the horde. That will never not be frustrating. Brother? There we go. Little Big Planet 3 getting executed on 31st. Man, that sucks. Hopefully emulation can keep that alive when the people get to play online with RPCS3. Little Big Planet was such a cool game. Like, I can't believe we got that in the gen we got it on. I have so many good memories of that. Never played the third one. Oh, look at Healy go. Did I fuck that up? I just can't imagine like a game like Little Big Planet coming out on modern consoles. And the closest things that we have now, like I think even Fortnite has something like that, like some kind of game mode editor. That's all like made so that the devs can just like take the stuff you made and incorporate it into the main game and take all credit for it. Because everybody is so traumatized from Activision losing, or Blizzard rather, losing out on Dota. Yay, we love density, I get it. Die. Really glad I didn't slam into that old drag. Yep. New hordes, I love them. I really don't want this modifier to be temporary. But that's another reason why the mission board is such a problem, because modifier bloat is real.
Kick it.
It seems to be universal. I played like a normal high shock, and we could not get Logistratums and event to stop spawning things. But you know, these hordes are really cool, man. Like, I don't want this to be temporary. I think this is just an upgrade to high shock. But the problem is right now, I don't really get to play it when I want because of the mission board, and then later, I'll never get to play it again because it's gonna stop existing. And I don't like that. I think fun things are fun, and we should be able to play them if they're fun. Like, imagine if they had made this game to be an upgrade of Vermintide 2 with its deed system. Every Maelstrom modifier would be something you can stack on top of one another, so you could have stuff like, you know, high intensity, shock troop gauntlet. Then Moebian 21st on top. Hell yeah. Gaming, it would be straight gaming. Such a good core surrounded by a layer of bullshit. That is indeed how it is. Horde, please. Hello? Moebians? Where they at? Echo Point Nova is really good. There they are. Am I too negative? Am I complaining too much? I don't know how entertaining it can be, but it really is just tiring when you're exposed to the stuff preventing you from playing the game the way you want so much. Do I enjoy the gameplay of Darktide more than Vermintide 2? Yes, I do think it's a step forward. It's an unfinished step forward and has a lot of things that don't work, but I think on the whole it is actually an upgrade when it comes to just like the core, the way the game is played. I think systemically it's a downgrade, you know, just by virtue of having no modded realm, having no Twitch mode. I enjoy playing Darktide more, but I enjoy the ways in which I can play Vermintide 2 more, you know? Would I balance the busted Dueling sword? Or you just nerf it? It just deals entirely too much damage, has like ridiculous ADMs, it has Uncanny Strike, which makes it unbalanceable. I would take Thrust, make it an innate weapon property of the thrusting attacks. I'd get rid of the Stagger special, that's both way too strong and also just thematically weird. Like, why would you poke to Stagger? It kind of goes counter to the whole finesse weapon archetype and fantasy that's trying to be conveyed with this stuff, and I just give them parries.
You must defend me, kindred. I can't die with my work undone. Sniper's gun.
Different kinds of parries as well. I'll give one of them the Devil Claw parry. I'd give one of them the Bretonian Longsword parry. So like the heavy wind-up itself is a held block type shit. There's room to do so much stuff that's interesting. Because thematically, like a dueling sword, you would want it to have a parry action, right? It just makes sense. I'd even experiment, but I don't know how well it would work. I'd like to try it out in like an enclosed system, like a realm, to see how it plays. But Chivalry 2, the special attack of the rapier was a backstep that then linked into like a lunging stab, and it was really cool to play that. because, you know, you had the whole spacing to think about. Like, actually pulling it off, like dodging an enemy attack and then hitting them with the thing, was such a sick feeling. And I wonder if something like that could work in a tight game, where, like, the attack makes you do a back dodge itself, and then does a unique attack after it. It's certainly never been done before. It could be something to try, you know? That'd be neat. Beast of Nurgle. Oh no. I'm glad it's gone. Thank you, Healy. ADMs. ADM is an armor damage multiplier. It's the multiplier done to your damage against specific breeds. So we're always talking about like the flag ADM. That's the multiplier you do to flag. Carapace ADM, the multiplier you do to carapace. That kind of stuff. It's not a term that's in the game, but it's just commonly used by gamers. And I don't think there's a better word for it. Vaulting enemies, accumulating stagger from attacks until they finish their animation of vaulting and get staggered. Oh my god, do I know what you mean. When they're dropping down, the classic trappers dropping down, you've been blasting into her and she just nets you. They're the worst feeling. I think in general, vaulting, dropping, and climbing animations could be sped up like by 300%. And they don't block players anymore, would be good changes. That way you can't just, you know, cheese like drop downs and little pieces of cover to, you know, make space. I mean, you can still use the piece of cover thing, but you can abuse drop downs as much, and the horde would end up being much faster in complex geometry, which I think would be pretty cool. If you remove those animations, enemies should just appear. They just like fall down with no animation mid swing. The bots are getting genocided now. Ah, that didn't shoot when I wanted it to. I hear you. If mods just buffer actions and animations, you don't need mods. Buffering is just a thing the game does. If this game didn't have input buffering, it would have been playable. Oh yeah, that cleave is nice. The bottom of his feet are black.
The trapper has been redeemed.
When do you not want to play Fierce Code? Honestly, I think that's true for me. Beast of Nurgle. Did I hallucinate the Beast of Nurgle? I swear I heard a growl. Never mind, I'm crazy. No, I'm not! That dog running? Is it about to jump? Is it about not to jump? Who knows? Bye. some risks, took some risks. If you have a crack sack, we're killing it. Wait, I could have gunned them. Gotten it aggro on the, oh, what? Wait, what? Oh yeah, someone bled it. Someone did what I wanted to do to the bots to me. In brackets deserved? You'll be the judge. Oh, bye. That's right. Just leave. That's what they all do. What? I dodged into it! Does Healy have crack sack? He does. It would be nice if there was an indication of that. I think healing auras, like the medkits, enemies should be able to heal from it. And they should try to kick you out of your medkit to steal it. That demon host was a bitch. Coward. No balls. Oh my god, her face is gone. Dude, that's what I mean. The layer damage system in this game is awesome. Oh! Cannot believe I hit that. You bastard. Oh, he found a shotgunner. Plump. The skill difference between the players might be responsible for some of the gameplay I don't like. I don't think it's a matter of skill. It's not like the players abusing something like smite or stab. Like, it's not because they have low skill, it's because they're abusing smite or stabs. Like, the issue isn't that the players are bad, it's that the tools that the game allows you to use are like super game breaking. Like, you could be super good at the game and abuse, you know, stabs and smite all day. Like, the issue is that kind of stuff is in the game. And it is very, very bad to design stuff in your game that's like, this will carry bad players through hard difficulties. I don't know that's the design intent. I don't think it is, but if that is the design intent, then that's just horrible. Give me what you got. Okay. Do you like what I got? How big? Dude, I do not know the mass numbers of enemies off the top of my head. It's actually embarrassing. Where's Kremlite when you need him? I actually heard that overhead noise. Ah! Dude, that wasn't even burning when I hit it. Get real. That was a 50-50. I'm gonna go sit that dog, or I'm gonna own that dog. Some specific people want to buff Gunlugger more. Honestly, I don't totally disagree. I think Gunlugger's lame as shit. I think some aspects of Glugger need nerfing. Like, being universal rending sucks. The burn stacks are way too strong and need to be capped, but I think equalizing the toughness gain per weapon so you're not ultra incentivized to run Ackless or Stubbers in general would be good. That's kind of technically a buff. It's more of a rebalance. I don't want to take things completely away from Gunlugger and not give him anything. I think BLO needs looking at like it's just this horrible keystone. And that really matters when it's the gun keystone that it doesn't suck. Dude, things are happening when you crouch with this weapon. I stopped using weapon customization a while back. Yippee the dog! Yippee! Oh yeah, it offsets your sights when you crouch. I forgot about that. Oh! Like, I think in general, when you have a melee-centric game like this, making a class be this is gun mode is really risky. And you really run the risk of having something that just destroys everything. Or something that sucks. Or both. We're well, Jeebus. Thank you, dude. How you doing? Like, so when someone rolls over with a fucking kickback lugger or like burn lugger Atlas, the game is over, dude. You can just sit back and relax and take that W. What if we just gave gun mode on Ogryn old sustained fire for a vet? Like, activating it gives you toughness? And then with the equalized toughness thing, you can kind of pump your blue bar easier? I don't know. Like, I'm not a fan of shooting gives you blue as like a class ability, but it's like fucking what else are you gonna be, bro? Like, these guns don't have gunplay. Like, you can't incentivize, like, you know, weak spot chasing. It's like we can't even use finesse as like a stat we could explore to give Gunlugger, because Ogryn stuff is like super low finesse by design. So I don't know, Gunlugger really is a bit of an enigma. Maybe if Avery's in chat he can chime in with good ideas, but it's probably the thing I've given the least amount of thought about, because I genuinely do not care. Like, it's just not something I've looked at and thought like, yeah, this is fun. But it is probably a mistake on my part, because it is like one of the most problematic things in the game design wise. But I mean, Lucky Bullet is so lame too. Like, it's just fucking, you don't consume ammo. That sucks. That's not, like, when I think Lucky Bullet, that's not what I think of. Like, when I think Lucky Bullet, I think the Ogryn accidentally loaded a round that's way too hot for his gun. Or he loaded the bullet wrong, so it explodes when it comes out, and it fucking bleeds, it shatters, it does something, right? Like, it's just, they just gave it like an Auric ability, and it doesn't really work thematically, and it doesn't lead to like fun gameplay. It's like, what's the gameplay of Lucky Bullet, bro? Like, okay, you shoot longer, insane. Make me shoot differently. That's what I like. That's what I like to see. One of the problems too with Ogryn gun stuff in general is these guns are so radically mechanically different from one another, like way more than the human guns are from each other. Like, compare like Rippers to Stubbers to Rumbler. It's like completely different mechanically. And so I think you can't make gun stuff that is just global stats. You have to say, this has a bespoke effect for this gun. Which is more work, but the reward is massive. Oh. Potential, if you do it well. Just getting bespoke stuff like that, I think, would be super interesting. Like, what if you got to pick a node on the Gunlugger Ultimate that changes the type of ammo you have? And like, if you have a rumbler, you just shoot duds, like you fucking shoot bricks out of your fucking gun, and it just completely changes how the weapon works, like for the duration. Like you no longer get explosions, but you get something that bounces around and deals more damage the more you bounce it, something funny like that. You know, fits the whole Auric thing, because it's silly too.
My beloved thinks the streamer is an asshole that knows nothing about anything.